But unfortunately, at the moment, there's no ETA on when the Coffee Lake stuff comes in.
Hey, it's finally sunrise.
Yay! GD Games, it's a desktop computer. Yeah, it's I don't know which one it is, GD, but you can check the specs of it out and find out what the graphics chip is. It could be like a built-in Intel one, something like that, which may or may not be enough to run FarmSim 15 or 17. Literally the only way to do it, GD, is to find out what you've got and then go and look on the store at what FarmSim needs. That's the only way you can compare it. Otherwise, we're all just guessing.
Right, finally done the perimeter.
Woo! I'm on lane 8.
Yep. I'm going to be on lane 1.
Why can't he add a dedicated GPU? Because, well, he said it was a laptop, but now he's saying it's a desktop computer, so I'm really confused. He says it has an old, slim business computer. But earlier he said... No, he didn't say laptop. Okay, hang on a sec. So he's got it... Right, okay, so that makes it more complicated. Well, now you see, you get into other problems now about the age of the motherboard and what spec of PCIe it conforms to. So it is possible you can drop in a dedicated graphics card.
I think that's empty.
Yeah,
he's gone to... Yeah, he's gone to fill up the other trailer.
Okay.
Or you could just drive over to the pigs and fill yours up. From where the pigs are.
Is there piggy? Or are we?
Is there piggies? Yeah, we're not that far away from the pigs, to be honest.
Where do we fill up?
There should be, where the pigs are, there should be a round, like, silo type thing. You should be able to fill up from there. But if not, he's on his way. He's just gone past you. The problem is his trailer, although it fills you up, it doesn't fill me up all the way.
Interesting.
So like one full trailer that he's got is it's filling you up full and then me half.
ProDrive, thank you. So, GD ProDrive says there's a website called Can I Run It? You type in your specs and it will show you what games you can run. So that might be worth it. And I guess what you could then do is put your specs in, but then change it to a different graphics card and see if it'll run it then. Just make sure that you can actually, you know, put that graphics card in your machine. I can actually see what we've done.
Aye.
Lane number 10, please. Maurice with 100 bits. Hello, Nutters. Hello, Maurice. Thank you. Purple. How worried should I be at smelling ozone after baking a pizza? You can't smell ozone any more than you can smell oxygen. So I wouldn't be worried at all. They do big-headed, they do need a graphics, usually do, yeah. ProDrive, can you give GD Games a link to that website you're on about? OS4, how's it doing? Yeah, turn the lights off.
Aye, it's nice and bright now.
Fertilising the grass as well here.
Well, look at it this way. Doing it with this sort of fertiliser, we don't have to pay for it because it's generated by the piggies.
Oh, yeah. Just smells a bit, but it's cheap.
Yeah, it's cheap. It's free.
Like a McDonald's. Not bad, Audi. Feel better yesterday and today. There you go. systemrequirementslab.com/cree. Jules, I'm thinking of getting an Asus ROG 15.6-inch, 8 gig of RAM, 128 SSD, 1 terabyte hard drive gaming laptop. Bet that's not cheap.
I bet it's not.
Gaming laptops are not cheap. Bavarian E34, we generally refer to it as a chocolate milkshake. So I'm getting that Sky Q thing fitted on Wednesday. That's the latest
the
Sky
TV
Q
thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's the latest viewing box. It's like a terabyte hard drive in it, and you can, what is it now? You can watch one channel and record 6 others at the same time. It's like, what? And then you get this mini box that like you put in your bedroom or whatever, and then everything that's on the Q box you can watch. So if you've recorded something downstairs, you can watch it in bed.
Yeah, remotely.
Which is nice. Kind of cool. And I've got Sky Movies for 18 months.
Nice.
Like, special half price offer. Which is nice.
I don't watch TV much anyway, so...
Mrs. does, though.
Yeah, that's true.
That's her thing. That's like her hobby. Like, I get PC components, she just gets more TV box sets.
Oh, yeah.
So I think we've got the Sky box sets as well, so you can watch all that. GD, it's a desktop computer. No, you've said that one already. Lord Reaper. Hashtag Tech Talk Squirrel Hype lol. It seems that way. It beats Food Talk, Lord Reaper.
That's true.
Well, Heyman, the bit I don't have is the sports stuff. Oh no, for now.
You or Mrs. Squirrel watch your sport, really, do you?
Nah, not really. The only thing I'd watch is the Formula 1.
True.
And I don't think she'd watch any sport at all. I don't think she watches a single sport. No, Renlick, she watches Harry Potter all the time. She watches any kind of detective stuff. She loves all the detective stuff. Really into all that, you know, CSI. Dude. Gasman, I was actually filling up and you drove off.
No, he's filling up the one at the side of you. So this green one is the one that we need to fill up from.
Right.
Lol.
You scumbag.
What? I'm filling up on this side.
You nicked my spot.
You can fill up on the other side.
He drove off, you shunted me out the way. This is outrageous.
Makes a change.
Getting bullied here.
Look at how quickly it's going down though.
Oh yeah. Ryder, 10 months, always good to watch. Thank you, Ryder. You're in the kitchen cooking, Rendlick. You're chopping up the mushrooms you've picked from your garden. You don't have Sky Movies, MJ. Well, we know that because you've not seen any movies. Like, I think you've seen 3 movies in your entire life, MJ. And I'm not even sure which ones they are.
He watched 5 minutes of Top Gun and got bored. He didn't even get to the best bit.
Top Gun, 5 minutes.
Good evening, saying it.
If you put wrestlers in it, he'll watch it.
Lol.
I'm not joking.
That's true.
Hey, Zany. Ouch.
So this challenge, you know, the baling challenge.
You mean the farm sim thing?
Yeah, the farm sim baling challenge.
Yeah.
Are we up for it?
No. Got no chance. Like, if they want comedic, hilarious fails, we can do that.
Then, yeah, we could do that.
But they want bailing to a time limit, which I don't honestly think we'll be good at. Unless you're thinking of doing lots of training.
Well, that's it. Thing is, I can see a field in front that's got a load of straw rows. I've got a funny feeling they might be setting something up for us.
Oh, really?
I'm not stacking them manually though. I'll stack them with an auto stacker.
Exactly. Auto stackers for the win. You'd be Team Chaos 2.0. I think we'd be entertaining to watch, but I don't think we'd win.
The other thing is, you've got to travel to... Is it Germany that you've got to travel to?
No, wasn't it the Netherlands? I can't remember.
Yes, either Netherlands or Germany or something.
Yeah. The trouble is that it'll be filled with tryhards who just play this game every single day.
Oh yeah, definitely. But it'd be good fun. You know, if they want the comedic side of it, then yeah, we'd be winners straight away. You know, we wouldn't even have to do anything and we'd win. But yeah, doing it properly we'd probably get 4 bales on while someone else has got 4 trailers full of bales.
Zadie, I have no plans to get a motorbike at the moment. I don't know if I'll go back to it or not. Kevin, 75. 12 months, been hiding for a year, so I thought I'd say, hey, work night's so hard to watch you live, but keep up the good work. Dude, thank you for subbing, even though you can't watch live. That's very awesome. And lurk away, bro, lurk away. It's all good. You got a Kawasaki Z750? What year is that, Zany? You should have an in-house competition on bailing with subs. What, you mean like who can stack the bales the quickest, BFG?
Yeah, Vrome's not entitled.
Yeah.
Staff. He's staff, so he can't get into
2009. Not bad. The Z750s are quite nice. They're quite a planted bike. They're pretty nippy, like you say. Can be a bit aggressive on the wrists, though. It's quite a low position on the Z750. But you'll be fine. JG Gaming, you got to end your sub by the end of the month, no problem. Halloween Bake Off, yes, there'll be a Halloween Bake Off on the Sunday just before Halloween. Michael Brown. There's I can't remember, we're planning 2 or 3 rounds of the Halloween Bake Off. Great View, if I got a bike again, it would either be something like the BMW that I used to have, or it would be a street bike, but I wouldn't go back to sports bikes. Right, to fill up again. Exactly, Zane, you're young, that's what I'm saying. I missed your sub map, I did, hang on. Map 0522, 11 months, almost a year, so close I can almost taste it. Food talk, lol. Love the excellent content, keep up the great work. Thank you, Map. You're very close to a year, sir. Grow a beard and get a cruiser. You see, I've never been a thing with cruiser bikes. I've never seen the appeal.
I can just see you riding down the street, making a lot of noise, you know, with straight pipes, with a leather jacket and a beard.
Well, I've got the Harley D jacket already.
That's true. if you did, like, have a leather Harley jacket thing, like a proper leather one, would you have the tassels? You know, like the long stringy bits of leather coming off?
I just like, yeah, I mean, the only leather jackets I've ever owned have just been simple leather jackets. I'm not into the whole tassels and bits of metal and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm not really into the fashion side of things at all. But yeah, like lowriders and that kind of bike is just not my thing.
Mm.
I like street bikes and I like all-rounder bikes. And I used to like sports bikes, but not anymore. I would, Chris, yeah. That afro of mine. Easily fit onto the lowrider. Caparol, thank you for 800 bits, Caparol. Very much appreciated. Garden data with 11 months. Who is the man of the house, you or Doyle? Me. Whenever I walk through the door, Doyle will just bow. If you believe that, I'm Santa. Well, exactly, Heyman. You get to a certain age where sports bikes, they're kind of more discomfort than they're worth. Let's put it that way. And then you kind of realise that sports bikes are great, but they need a certain type of road stroke track to get the best out of them. And in between, everything's generally uncomfortable. And let's face it, 0 to 30, there's not much difference. And that's what most speeds are. Majafo, you can get a blueberry, no problem. We'll add a bit of colour into your chocolate milkshake, okay?
Just a blueberry on top.
Yeah, just a little blueberry.
Like a Bakewell tart. Just put a cherry on top, you know.
Yeah, squirty cream and a blueberry on top. How's that sound?
I'm not a fan of chocolate milkshake anyway, so it doesn't bother me.
I'll drink it, but
nah,
it's not my favourite flavour at all.
Nah. Strawberry or banana.
Blend some Smurfs, Anna. Wow. Wow. Smurfs have feelings, you know.
Lol.
Do you like the Yamaha XT125? Not familiar with that one. To be honest, Luke. Once I got my license, like, I immediately went to 250cc and then went to... Let me think. After my 250, I went to 600 and then never went down. I went 600, 636, didn't do 750, I went to 1000 and then went to 1200. Yeah. Once you go to the bigger engines, you really don't have any interest in the 125s and stuff.
Nope. I was the same. I went from a 300 to a 600 and then I had the 600 for a while.
Yeah, 600-700 range is a nice, it's a nice range.
Medium ground.
You get some good engines. Jules, what about Goldwing bike? You mean a Goldwing, Jules? Or a trike? Would you like one of those? Neither. Guy next door to me's got a trike. Not a fan of them at all. It's like... There's such a weird thing. You have none of the convenience of a motorbike, none of the protection of a car, and you just think, what is the point? I don't get it. Like, you can't go down the side of traffic at the lights, you can't... You know, if it starts raining, you get wet. It's just the most pointless thing. But it's not my style. As for a Goldwing, nah. I like bikes that you can basically chuck around. Things that they can perform. You know, you can just throw them around easily. I don't like big stodgy bikes like the Goldwing.
Does your neighbour ever bother you? Yeah, we'll not get into that one.
Define bother. You can get a trike from Toys R Us. I love it.
What? Does it have pedals on the front wheel? I can just see you riding down the street on one of them.
Yeah, brilliant.
With a little clown horn on the front, like...
As a kid, I was always too big for those. Like, I was quite big as a kid, and for my age, people used to think I was like 2-3 years older than I was because I was that much bigger. Like, when I was 9, people thought I was 13. But, like, when I was 5, all the other 5-year-olds had those little pedal bikes and pedal carts and go-karts, and I couldn't fit in them properly. Like, my knees were scraping on the plastic.
You had a growth spurt at an early age.
Oh, man, you're not kidding.
I wonder if that's where Queen got his song from. You know, all his friends were riding around in bicycles and things, and he was just too big for them.
Yeah.
So he was like, I want to ride my bicycle, but I can't.
Probably. Yeah, ProDrive, my first car was the... And you're not going to believe this. My first car was the same car that you see in my summer car. It was that.
Lol.
It was a red... It was a red one of those Datsuns. And I managed to blow up the engine, go into Sheffield. I'm not joking. I blew the engine up because I over-revved it. And there was just plumes of smoke coming out the back on the motorway going down to Sheffield. Lost all power, and then had to pull over, get recovered, and then a mate over the road found me a reconditioned engine and fitted it for me.
And I bet once you'd fitted that new engine, you still lost all faith in that car, thinking, is it going to blow up again?
Well, I remember when it got fitted, like all the piston rings were really tight. I had to run the engine in from scratch, and like the first 1,000 miles, the engine was generating an awful lot of heat, and you could feel the friction from the engine. After about 1,000 miles, it started loosening up a bit. But then eventually, after about a year, I tried it in for something else.
Yeah, it's like the Peugeot that I've got, and coming back from Birmingham, one of the spark plugs just completely failed, so I started having a misfire, and got that fixed, and it all works, you know, hunky-dory now, it's all fine. But the slightest little feeling in loss of power, or slightest little
you're thinking it's the plugs.
that I think something's going wrong, I'm like, okay, what's happening? Why is it doing this? Why is something going wrong? And then it just turns out it's nothing. It's just me being an idiot. But I've just had 2 brand new tyres fitted on it today. That cost me 90 quid.
Oh, well, funny you should say that. Last night, I went out and I was driving down towards Sawbridgeworth, I think it was. And there's like a fork in the road. And the road turns off towards Bishop Stortford. And I was a bit late. So I was basically carrying a bit too much speed. As I took the fork in the road, and it turns out the curb is quite aggressive, and to cut a long story short, as I took the fork in the road, I misjudged it, and I hit the curb with my wheel, and it was like a bang, like that.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh my god, I've damaged the alloy wheels. Oh my god.
Took the beading off the wheel.
Yeah, I thought, oh, this is not good. So anyway, when I stopped and had a look at it, I hadn't damaged the alloy wheel, so I was really chuffed about that. But there's a bulge in the tyre wall now. So basically,
you need to get that fixed.
Well, I know. It's basically obviously smashed the steel wall in the tyre, and now there's a bulge. So I just had to take it easy all the way there and all the way back, just to make sure nothing popped on me, you know. But
yeah, that's true.
The tyres, like, I've been looking at them for a while. They've done over 20k each, and the front tyres are on the way out, so... I knew I was going to have to replace him soon anyway, so it's kind of accelerated that a bit. So I went online thinking, like, the tyres on my car are probably going to be like 200 quid each. I was like, oh my god, this is going to hurt. But I managed to find, I think it's Formula 1 Auto Centres. They'll do me 2 tyres for 300 quid fitted, so it's 150 each, which they're expensive, but if you look at my tyres, they're pretty big.
They're big, yeah.
They're
well,
big
it's a 4x4, isn't it? So.
Exactly. They're not cheap. So it's like 300 quid I could do without, but it was going to happen soon anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
But the ones that it's got on it at the moment, it's got these Pirellis on it, and they're like 200 quid each. And that's what came with the car, I think. That's what Mercedes put on.
Yeah.
But all the ratings on the tyres, on those tyres, like, they're really good tyres, but the ratings on them are not as good as the other ones that are out. So I went for some Avon tyres, which have better, they have like A grip ratings and in the wet.
Nice.
So yeah.
Well, I was only planning on getting one replaced. However, I got it replaced, and I said, while you're there, can you balance all 4 wheels? And anyway, he started balancing them, and then he come back over to me and says, this one's just under legal limit as well. I was like, oh, okay. No, it was just over the legal limit. So I think, is it 1.6 millimeters of tread or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was, I think it was 1.7 or 1.8.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, just replace it.
Yeah, I mean, you can leave it, but it's like about 400 miles and you're going to have to do it anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah, Heyman, if you go online, you can get them cheaper than that. See, the thing is, if you go online, you can get cheaper prices, but you have to wait 2 days. So it's like a thing they put in. So if you can wait 2 days, you'll get them at a lot less than if you go in the shop and buy it.
Happy anniversary.
And they say it's so that they can make sure that you get the best deal. You're like, no, you just put 2 days in the way because most people won't wait 2 days.
Exactly.
It's a clever trick, but if you can wait 2 days, it's cool.
Just trying to find out what's next for us.
I think on Mrs. Squirrel's car, a tire's about 65 quid. And on mine, it's like 150 quid. It's like, oh my god.
Seed wheat on field 10.
What are we doing? Seeding?
Seeding wheat on 10.
Okay.
Yeah, 40 quid. Well, the cheapest ones are 40 quid for the Peugeot, but I could have got 68 pound tyres, which were a little bit better, but the only real difference was the noise that they generate, and I'm like, well, I don't hear it anyway because I've always got the radio on, so I don't care.
Yeah.
Putting the cheap ones on for now. Plus, working on a budget.
I've always taken the view with tyres that you never go like get the cheapy ones, the rubbishy grip ones, because they're the only thing that's keeping your vehicle on the road, particularly in the wet. Is it this way?
Cedars are on the left, I think. Yeah, they're over here.
Oh my god!
Is it swap out? Oh, Nick. That crept up quick.
So you can get these like budget tyres and remolds and all that. I just stay away from it.
I could have gone for some that were at 25 quid, but they're literally.
It's not worth it, Steve.
There's 2 channel. like how you've got the tread. That goes all the way around. There was like 2 lines of tread and then just a little bit on the side. And I was like, yeah, no, just give me them ones.
Yeah, you're doing 65 in the rain down the motorway. You start aquaplaning because you bought 25 quid tyres. No thanks.
Yeah, no thanks.
Everybody in that car's life's at risk because you got 25 quid tyres. No thanks.
Yeah, so I says, what other ones have you got? He says, well, we've got ones at 36. He says, and then we've got ones at 40. I think it was something like 43 or 45 quid. I says, I put them on. And then the wheel balancing or whatever it is, it was free on the 2 tyres that I bought, but because I wanted the other 2 doing as well, it was 5 quid a tyre. Yeah. So altogether I walked away 120 quid lighter. Well,
the thing is about this like Formula 1, when I booked it, it says the tyres include free wheel balancing, or for an extra £6 per tyre, you can have our Pro Wheel Balance. Like, what the heck?
What's the difference between pro and, normal balancing?
Exactly. You're going to put it on this machine and it's going to balance it for you. Like, how can you have a professional version of that? You are a professional.
I've got a funny feeling I know why. Because they normally, with a wheel balance, they do like a slow wheel balance where it just checks the, balance, obviously.
Yeah.
So the Pro one will probably be a high-speed wheel balance.
Right.
So they'll ramp up the speed to test. But, nah.
Why don't they just do that anyway?
F1, I have no idea.
I don't get it.
I remember when I first got the Peugeot, took it on the motorway first, and the wheel inside was vibrating like crazy. I took it for for the wheels to be balanced, and he said, no wonder your wheel's been vibrating. He says it's something like 1.2 out of balance or whatever it was. He says that's quite bad. Anyway,
are we cultivate?
Why have I got this one?
I don't know.
I don't know why I've got the cultivator.
Well, I've got the same, but I'm like looking at it going, why are we doing that?
Yeah, because you copied what I did. Yeah, they need to go back in.
Well, I didn't know if you'd been told it needs cultivating first, so
No,
I just went with it.
The reason I got this is because this is what the old ones look like. We've been upgraded, haven't we? It's the blue ones that we need. It's because this is what the old ones look like. But yeah, it's
Is everybody in now? Because we only had a short pause though.
Not sure.
Yeah, it just annoys me that if they're going to give you a wheel balance, like, why give you a substandard wheel balance? Just do it properly first time. Oh, interesting. So we're seeding wheat.
Seeding wheat on field of 10. It's the one that we've just spread a load of milkshake on.
Alright. Last size you bought was online through a company called Tyres on the Drive, saved 30 quid a tyre. They came to me. Yeah, if you go to like blackcircles.com, you can get a similar thing, which I went to. But Black Circles were 165 for the tyres. Exact same Avon Z something tyres. And Formula 1 were doing it for 152. So I went with Formula 1.
That's like similar to what I had with the brakes, because I had the brake rotors and then the brake pads done at the same time. And I went to a garage and said, you know, how much is it to, you know, fit them and do everything? 160 quid, I think it was. Went to Euro Car Parts to find out how much it would be for the parts so that I could fit them myself, thinking, you know, I could save myself a couple of quid. Yeah, it was about the same price. So I took it back to the garage and said, yeah, fit them. Got them to fit it instead.
Nice.
Just because it was the same price. You know, if I'd have saved myself 60 quid by doing it myself, then I would have done it myself. But because it was the same price, I just thought, well, might as well just pay someone else to do it.
Yep.
Oh my god, you've just gone flying.
I'm not going flying.
V1, rotate.
Fast and furious farming.
This is farming, not flight sim.
See? How could you get us here quicker than that, eh? Like a glare.
Yeah, go over to the other side and... actually, we'll run a perimeter.
That's what I was thinking. Right, you definitely selected wheat.
I've definitely selected wheat. It is the same icon that you've got.
We don't want any tapestries.
Not today. Maybe on the next day. On the last day of the farm, possibly.
Okay, why won't this turn on?
Oh, don't say we're having this problem again.
There's no PTO that I can...
Yeah, mine's not turning on either.
Rip! Rip, rip, rip!
It's these tractors. It's got to be, because we had the same problem last time.
Alright.
And you've got to fold it up before I can...
No, we'll just leave it here. Let's go and get the tractors.
I can't unhook mine without...
Yeah, you can. Just jump out and press Q.
No. I just tried that and it didn't do it.
Hey?
It's done it now, but I tried it before and it didn't want to do it.
We're going to get something else. Yeah. Tractors at work.
I want that fast track that I saw earlier. Good little tractors from JCB.
It's an ML350 Zany. Garden data, squirrels only eat nuts. Nah. I eat Thai food as well. The best way to get tyres is ignore the price until it reaches $2.25 per tyre range and just pick your best tyre for the situation, then shop around for the best prices only on those tyres only. Well, it was showing me everything from about £120 per tyre up to $300 per tyre. And the 300 ones were like Continental ones that really weren't that much better. Like, in fact, they were worse. The grip in the wet was B rated, and the grip in the wet was B rated, and the efficiency, fuel efficiency, was like E, which is like terrible, really terrible. Right, I'm not really sure which tractor we're going to use here. There's a red one to there. Is that the same model?
I think so.
Fendt 939.
Yeah.
So that leaves us with the red one over here, which is a Massey. And then the pinky one.
I'm not taking the pink one. I'm not taking the pink one.
TM190. 300 because it's a branded tyre. Not true. The Pirelli ones were 200. That's a branded tyre.
I may steal Sommy's tractor. Why should it think that? Oh, I'll take the pink one.
Well, Sommy's in the 939 as well, so... Mrs. Frost is in the case. Ray's is
You
in a
wanna
936.
Yeah, if you want to take this Massey, the 8732, I'll take the pink one.
Okay.
I'll take one for the team. I'll drive the pink one. Even if I did just have to listen to Pink Fluffy Unique in the really slow tone. Oh, actually, there's a blue one here.
Why 300 quid if it's not Brandon? I don't know. It's just overpriced, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll get this blue one.
Actually, it looks like my front wheel is not moving.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
bizarre. It's really weird. Odd Reaper Squirrel, you missed some bits from Maurice. Hang on. Maurice! Paul, I only remember you having a Yaris hybrid. What happened to it? Mrs. Squirrel's got it? She goes round that thing like she's in a go-kart? I'm not even joking. The thing is, because the thing about the hybrids is because they've basically got like an electric drive.
Yeah.
When you put your foot down, there's no kind of gear changes or
Delay.
messing about. It just goes straight away.
Oh, yeah.
It might as well be a go-kart.
You should get the pink tractor for not putting it back. I packed it up, and I also parked the trailer up on the side of the road. In the driveway properly.
Alright, I wonder if this one's going to work then. Yep, this one works.
Nice. Yeah, there's a problem with them tractors then.
Yep. Vanilla Coke Lover, 9 months. Damn Twitch, this should be 10 months. It was lovely to see you at Cosford. It can't count, Vanilla. Thank you for 10 months. 9 months, whatever it's counted as. Cornwall Boy, thank you for 38 months. Is that working for you?
I'm just going to try it now. Yep, all working.
It's weird how that mod just doesn't work with a lot of seeders. Like, it works and everything else, but the seeders have a problem.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah.
is weird.
Jules, can't wait until I can play Farm Sim 18 multiplayer. Okay.
And now it's not showing me where you've been.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It's taking a bit of time updating, but it is doing it slowly. Boxer, there won't be an 18, there'll only be a 19 on PC. It's every other year. And in between they do mobile.
Happy anniversary.
So next year you would expect to start hearing about Farm Sim 19, which would come out in October. Mad Bells, 10 months. Only 2 months left for the year. And Christmas, better start shopping. Lol. I've not had a mince pie yet. Need to think about the mince pies. Get myself down to Lidl or Aldi.
Supposedly Tesco's are really nice this year.
Yeah, I don't believe that at all. They're never nice. I've never had like a really good Tesco one. I shall do some research.
Mm-hmm. Always requires research to get the best mince pie.
Do you think tyres will have electronics built in so it tells you the tyre wear and tear of them, or do they already do that on cars? Great Mew. How... If you put electronics in a tyre, how would it measure tyre wear? That's the thing. You'd really need
We've already
something
got
that looks at
pressure
it.
ones.
Yeah, but the pressure ones are easy to do. But for tyre wear, you'd actually have to visibly see the tread. like measure it somehow. It would need something in the wheel arch to do it, but that would get covered in mud.
That's true.
You have some mince pies, you just have a massive curry. Fair enough. Me and Motley are wetting Renthouse's baby's head with gifts we got from Gazman. Okay. Anything but doing some work, right? See you, Zany.
I told you it'd start skiving off somehow.
You don't like what, Sir Richard? Oh, mince pies. Mince pies reheat 10 seconds in the microwave and some fresh cream, Kenshaw. Yeah, the problem with microwaving them is it turns the pastry a bit soggy. But if you just do it quickly, yeah, you can just get the mince to heat up, but not the pastry to get wet. And then you chuck some nice cream on there, it's lovely.
Or you could put them in the oven.
Yeah, but that requires patience.
That does.
Flippin' heck, I've not even done a lap yet.
Nope. They're very slow, these things.
I'm doing 15 Ks, what about you?
9 miles per hour. Mad Pickle, I've heard that Greg's mince pies are quite nice. I've not tried them yet, though.
Well, Full Metal, that would also probably compromise the integrity as well, wouldn't it, if you did that? Thank you, Piquel Silvermoon. Don't get me started on Greg's, haven't had them in a long while. Coming up on a lap here, Steve.
Yep. I'm just at the bottom, so you know, quite a bit of distance in front of me, but it's still, I'm at the point where it's not showing me what you've done now.
Wow. Well, I'm driving towards where I started, and I don't see a second lane at the moment.
Yep.
What you've done. Your missus makes mince pie from scratch. Nice. I might do that one day. Have a go at making a mince pie.
Would you make the small ones, or would you make like a big...
Oh, I don't like small mince pies. It'd have to be a big one. It's all about getting the pastry right, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Do a big one, put some custard on. Oh, yeah.
Right, I'm going to set up a GPS here while I'm waiting for you.
Yeah, there's going to be some gaps around here where I've missed. We've got someone else joining us as well.
Well, I hope he copies the profile. Right, as I go past, copy my profile.
Will do. Set at 12.2.
Yep.
Sweet.
I'm on lane 0.
Okay.
Looks like somebody's on
Sommy,
1,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah, Sommy's testing the seeders, I think.
So if you do 2, I'll go to 3.
Alright.
He's testing the seeder.
Not sure. So you say I do lane 2.
Yep.
Lane 2 it is. I wonder if we're going to clip on the way past each other.
Had a good couple of weeks bargain shopping. Got a faulty Samsung Eva 850 for £82. The guy had it in an Xbox external drive for a month. Turns out the Xbox formats it, so PC can't read it. Random. Oh, this is close. That's
That is
fine.
close.
Actually
That
clipped.
is very close.
Then you bought an X-Display Panasonic microwave grill oven for £85. Impy, where are you getting this random stuff from? Like, was you even looking for a microwave grill, or did you just go, well, that's a bargain, I think I'll have that. Right, what am I going to do with it?
You do lane 6 when you get to the top.
Oh well. Wow, is it going to update? Or not, I wonder. Waiting on Sainsbury's puff pastry. I don't like puff pastry mince pies. I like puff pastry stuff, but not mince pies. For some reason.
Isn't puff pastry the pastry that you make sausage rolls out of?
Yeah.
Yeah, then no thanks. Give me normal pastry for mince pies.
You want like a short crust pastry for a mince pie. You want that bit of sugar on top just to give it a crisp. How do you reformat a microwave? Turns out he was putting the microwave oven in the back of his Xbox and it wasn't working. So I just deleted the partition inside.
But if the Xbox has partitioned the hard drive so it's not readable on PC,
Yeah.
surely you'd be able to format that with like a tool.
He did delete the partitions and reformat it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, at least she was looking for one MP. Jules, Unimog has tyre level indicator, and you can fill or empty the tyre as you wish to go over different surfaces.
Yeah, that's pressure though, that's not tread depth and stuff.
Inner Ties, 21 months, woo! #1 streamer ever, always enjoying the gameplay and awesome community. Thank you very much, Inner Ties. Thank you for that. Xbox partition's hidden, had to use Linux on SD card to delete it. Yeah. If you know what you're doing, it's easy mode, but yeah. Stick it in a PC and it's going, what partition? Any decent partition tool will let you delete that. Seagate have just released a 12 terabyte drive. Wow. The thing is, the density on that.
Think of how many platters are going to be inside of it.
Oh man. I bet that is heavy, that drive.
Hmm.
Bobster, thank you for 10 months. We've run out of fingers. Your mum's MacBook Air has 7 partitions on one drive. Why?
Why 7?
Yeah, why? What is the reason for that? Are you feeling sad, Tom Ridger? 12 terabytes just enough space for X-Plane Ortho. Lol. You could probably fit the whole of North America in on that drive.
Okay, it looks like Sommy's had enough.
Yeah, he's got bored of that. His kebab's probably arrived. Oh, I'm not having one.
Yeah, he says he's not having one.
Oh, you meant to say SSD. Gotcha.
Oh, goddamn pop-ups.
No, they're so annoying. No, a 12 terabyte will not be an SSD. That'll be a physical drive.
Right, I'm doing lane 10.
Yeah, I wouldn't actually touch a Seagate drive now. I'm more of a Western Digital guy.
No, I've had 2 Seagates that have completely crapped out on me, and yeah, I've got Western Digital now.
$7,200 with 256 meg. You better with a hybrid drive on that thing. That's what I've got in my NES, full metal, Western Digital Reds. That's what I do, MP. Exactly that. I mean, all the Samsung SSDs I've had, at the moment, touching wood here, I have never had a problem with any of them. Why do you put reds into your desktop full metal? Wouldn't you be better off with a black?
I thought black was CCTV sort of thing, constant read-write.
The blacks are for performance, and,
Oh, are they?
and the reds are for NAS drives. Like they're optimized for NAS drives. But the blacks are more performance hard drive.
Yeah, I think the next thing I'm gonna look into getting is a NAS drive, or at least a NAS housing.
Yeah, the NAS housings are cheap. The drives is when you
Yeah, the
populate the
drives
NAS
are
is
not,
when it gets pricey.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh dear.
The thing is, with a NAS, I'd want to do like a custom interface for it, so I could use it as a web server as well.
Dude, if you're gonna get a NAS drive, seriously, just get a Synology. Because their operating system is so good, and they have like apps and panels for everything. Honestly, everything. The integration is unbelievable. You can integrate with your Google Drive, with your Dropbox,
Nice.
with like all the different cloud stuffs, all the backup stuff. You can put FTP server on there, web servers on there. It's unbelievable, and it's all built in.
Nice. I'll have to have a look at them. I know they're quite pricey though. That's the thing that's putting me off.
Well, depends how much you value your data, Steve. But yeah.
Well, that's it. True.
But it's just a
Watford-
lot less pain.
Yeah, that's true. Watford Treeboy, an NAS is a network attached storage or network access storage. Depends which way you want to look at it. All it is, it's like a hard drive on the internet, pretty much.
Hey, Gemini. Yeah, I know, Pickle. I remember the zip drive, mate. 100 meg zip drives.
I've still got an old tape drive. I don't know what's on there, but I've still got one.
Western Digital Blue. I'm not sure about the blues, Matty.
I think the blue are for PC as well. Isn't green the like the eco-friendly drives?
Oh, yeah.
I ain't got a Scooby-Doo about green. Lord Reaper, and by the way, Steve, the legal tyre tread depth in the UK is 1.6 mil. Just thought I would let you know. Lord Reaper, he literally said that.
Yeah.
He literally said 1.6 mil.
Yeah, the tyre was 1.7, and yeah, the legal requirement was 1.6.
Your first hard drive was a 10 meg beige slab. Mine was no, I'm not 40. I upgraded. I got an 80. 80 meg was my first. Yeah, technically for a hard drive. Green uses the lowest power. There you go.
Yeah, I thought they were the eco ones.
Low speed eco drive. Why would you want that? I don't get it. Like, I'm not being funny, but if you're going to buy a hard drive, you want to put data on it and get it off there, and you want it as quickly as possible. Why would you slow the drive down to save a couple of watts? Doesn't make any sense to me.
I guess it depends if you're going to have quite a lot.
Yeah, but
You
again,
know, like if you're going to put the I
like a NAS
understand what
drive.
you're saying. Yeah, like in a massive like RAID 10, no, not RAID 10, but like a 10 bay like server rack unit as a storage that you're not necessarily going to access every single day. Then
if
yeah,
it's more an
I kinda
archive,
get
then
it.
yeah, I could get that.
Yeah.
But somebody said they're for general use on a PC,
Oh
which
no,
so I don't quite get.
No, I wouldn't. Not on a PC. I'll have a look into these NAS drives.
They do different size. Synologies do different ones, like 2 drive, 4 drives, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I'd want a 2 drive one. I'll run it as a RAID backup.
Bays, Sailor. I've got 8 bays in the drive, and I've done it as a RAID 5 with a hot spare on the end. So if one of the drives fails, it immediately switches to another one. And then you've got one of the drives is parity. So in theory, I can take 2 drive failures, 3 before I get data loss. But I also bought a spare hard drive to go as well, because what I figured is if ever a drive does fail, let's say it fails in, I don't know, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, what are the chances of me being able to buy another one of those drive models in a few years' time when technology's moved on again? So I wanted to have like a spare identical drive that I could drop in, and by the time that I can't buy any more drives, is probably the point where I probably start thinking about a different NAS anyway.
That's true. But there's a lot of money that's gone into it, though.
Oh yeah, it's an investment. There's no doubt about
Yeah,
it.
it is definitely.
But
Look,
it's,
you've got a lot of stuff that you can put on there. So you know, like all videos, documents,
oh yeah.
tax stuff, and everything. You know, yeah.
Well, it's
I see.
using. Hold on. Look at my folder. I have 10 terabytes free out of 31.5 terabytes.
Wow.
And
You've
but
already used a fair bit.
I have, but there's a lot of stuff that I could clean out of there. I could probably recover another 8 terabytes of like renders that have now been uploaded to YouTube or recordings that I no longer need to keep. So I could free up a good chunk of that if I needed to get the space back.
Yeah, that's true.
But you know, this stuff used to reside on multiple hard drives that were sat in a drawer. And to access any data, I'd have to like plug it into an external SATA drive, put my USB in, see what's on there, access it, copy over anything I need. You know, it was all a faff. Now it's just all sat there on the NAS drive.
And you can access it from anywhere in the world.
Yeah, and so like at the end of the night when my stream, like OBS has recorded a stream, I'll take that file, I'll drop it into Handbrake, and I'll Handbrake it straight onto the NAS drive. And then when that's finished, I'll just delete the local recording. So then I've got a compressed recording on the NAS drive ready to go.
Yeah. And not only that, your son can then access it, you know, and he can
Well, exactly.
edit it and put it on
Yeah, it
YouTube
just
and stuff.
it goes overnight, and then in the morning he gets up and he can just bring it straight into the editor.
Yeah.
It's just
It makes sense.
it's just a perfect solution. But you know, I thought hard about the solution before I did it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's no point jumping in feet first.
Well, it's expensive, so yeah.
Yeah.